Have you ever wondered what it takes to shape the future? Not just to build something new, but to build it with a conscience? To guide a revolution not just with ambition, but with a profound sense of responsibility? This is the story of a man who didn't set out to conquer the world of technology, but to understand the very fabric of life itself, and in doing so found himself at the helm of one of humanity's most important creations. This is the journey of Dario Amodei, the scientist who dared to ask not only how powerful AI could be, but how good it could be. Born in 1983 and raised in San Francisco, Dario Amodei's story didn't begin in a garage in Silicon Valley, but in the hallowed halls of fundamental science. His intellectual journey started with a deep fascination for the universe's most basic laws, leading him to study physics first at the California Institute of Technology, and then at Stanford University, where he earned his bachelor's degree. This foundation in physics wasn't just an academic pursuit. It was a way of thinking, a method of deconstructing the world into its core principles, and understanding complex systems from the ground up. His curiosity then turned from the cosmos to the intricate universe within our own minds. He pursued a PhD at Princeton University, diving into the complex world of biophysics and computational neuroscience. He was fascinated by the bioelectrical symphony of neural networks, the statistical mechanics that govern our nervous system. After his doctorate, a postdoctoral fellowship at the Stanford University School of Medicine saw him exploring proteomics and cellular networks, seeking the hidden biomarkers that could unlock the secrets of disease. This rigorous training in physics and neurobiology instilled in him a unique perspective. It taught him to think with unyielding logic, to appreciate the elegant mechanics of complex systems, and to see the world not as a collection of things, but as a web of interconnected processes. This scientific mindset would later become the cornerstone of his approach to artificial intelligence. Belief that AI should not be a black box of immense power, but a system that is safe, transparent, and fundamentally understandable. The transition from the world of academia to the burgeoning field of artificial intelligence was a gradual but decisive shift for Amodei. Around 2014, he began to apply his deep understanding of complex systems to the world of deep learning. His first foray into the corporate AI world was at Baidu, where he contributed to their ambitious deep learning projects. This was his training ground, where theoretical knowledge met real-world application. Soon after, his talents were recognized by Google, and he joined the prestigious Google Brain team as a senior research scientist. Here, he was at the cutting edge, working to expand the capabilities of neural networks and pushing the boundaries of what was thought possible. Over these formative years, Amodei wasn't just climbing a career ladder. He was building an arsenal of expertise, gained profound experience in the architecture of neural networks, the challenges of scaling machine learning models, and the intricate dance of data and algorithms. This wasn't just a job, it was the preparation for a much larger race, a global endeavor to build the next generation of intelligence. He was laying the foundation, piece by piece, for a future he was only just beginning to imagine. In 2016, Amodei's journey took a pivotal turn when he joined a young but ambitious organization called OpenAI. His arrival marked a significant moment, as he was tasked with leading the company's very first AI safety team. This wasn't a peripheral role, it was a core mission. From the outset, he championed the idea that as AI grew more powerful, the questions of safety, ethics, and risk management must grow in importance alongside it. His leadership and vision saw him rise through the ranks, first to research director, and then to vice president of research. In this influential position, Amodei was at the epicenter of a revolution. He spearheaded the monumental efforts to develop large language models, leading the projects that would give the world groundbreaking creations like GPT-2 and the transformative GPT-3. Perhaps his most enduring technical contribution from this era was his role as a co-inventor of a technique that would change the very nature of human-AI interaction, reinforcement learning from human feedback, or RLHF. This was the magic ingredient that taught AI models not just to process information, but to converse, to adapt, and to align with human preferences and instructions. It was the key that unlocked a more natural, intuitive, and conscious-seeming dialogue between man and machine. Throughout his tenure at OpenAI, Amodei was a dual force. He was relentless in his pursuit of more capable AI, but he was equally passionate about building the guardrails. He constantly wrestled with the problem of alignment, how to ensure that as these systems become superintelligent, they understand, adopt, and act in accordance with human values and goals. Through his work, he helped shape the very DNA of modern AI, a technology that possesses incredible powers of language and creativity, but is also grounded in a framework of responsibility and safety. By the end of 2020, however, a rift had begun to form. Amodei found himself at a philosophical crossroads, according to multiple sources. A growing divergence in visions, specifically concerning the delicate balance between commercial ambitions and the non-negotiable principles of AI safety, led to one of the most significant departures in the industry. He chose to walk away from the pinnacle of success he had helped build, but this ending was also a new beginning. In 2021, alongside his sister Dario Amodei and a group of like-minded colleagues from OpenAI, he embarked on a new, audacious venture. They founded Anthropic. The mission was not just clear, it was a declaration. They would build AI systems that were fundamentally steerable, interpretable, and safe. As the CEO of Anthropic, Amodei has cultivated a culture that reflects his deepest convictions. The company's philosophy is a stark contrast to the move fast and break things ethos of Silicon Valley. Here, AI safety first is not a slogan, but the guiding principle that dictates every decision, prioritizing responsible development over a race for features. He has championed the development of constitutional AI, a novel approach that trains models based on a set of explicit, loose, human-centric values and principles like a constitution rather than just on vast, uncurated datasets. This commitment to transparency extends beyond their internal processes. Anthropic actively shares its research on interpretability, the quest to understand the inner workings of an AI's brain, and advocates for industry-wide safety standards. Under Amodei's leadership, Anthropic has rapidly emerged as a global powerhouse. A company that competes on the frontier of AI capability while simultaneously leading the charge on ethics and safety. Today, Dario Amodei's influence extends far beyond the code and algorithms. He has become one of the most prominent and respected figures in the global AI safety and alignment movement. He is not just a researcher building technology in a lab. He is a public voice, actively participating in policy debates, advising on governance, and sounding the alarm about the ethical and societal risks of unbridled AI development. In 2023, his profound impact was recognized when he and his sister Daniela were named to Time magazine's inaugural list of the 100 most influential people in AI. As the CEO of Anthropic, he stands as a symbol of a different path forward. His very presence in the industry is a powerful statement that we can and must develop artificial intelligence safely, transparently, not for the benefit of all humanity, not just for short-term profit. Of course, this path is fraught with immense challenges. The relentless pace of AI development and the crushing commercial pressures create a constant tension between the need for rapid innovation and the imperative for safe, ethical progress. Amodei and Anthropic have placed a bold bet on safetyism, a philosophy that is not. Without its critics and a world hungry for the next big breakthrough, he has openly admitted his own discomfort with the fact that the future of this transformative technology rests in the hands of a small number of companies and individuals. He has consistently called for greater transparency and for a broader, more inclusive, societal conversation about the rules that will govern our AI-infused future. Beneath this caution lies an unwavering belief in the positive potential of AI. He envisions a future where, if guided with wisdom and care, AI can help us solve humanity's grandest challenges, from curing diseases and advancing science to optimizing our global systems and enhancing human productivity on an unprecedented scale. The journey of Dario Amodei offers a powerful and inspiring lesson. It shows that you do and need to come from a traditional business background to lead a technological revolution. Deep scientific knowledge, a rigorous intellectual honesty, and a profound sense of social responsibility can be the most powerful assets of all, placing you at the forefront of global change. His story teaches us that AI is more than just a tool. It represents a systemic shift in how we live, work, and relate to one another. In such a world, perspectives on safety, transparency, and accountability are not just important, they are everything. Ultimately, Dario Amodei's path is a testament to the courage of conviction. The decision to dare to leave a position of immense influence, to risk it all to build something that aligns with your deepest beliefs, is the kind of choice that can lead to true paradigm-shifting breakthroughs. It's a journey that reminds us that the most important question isn't just what we can build, but what we should build, and how the act of building it can in itself make the world a better, safer, and more human place.